Good morning, Northeast Radio SD, Watertown, South Dakota. We're live in studio. We've got some special guests with us today. We have our weekly visit with Codington Connects. So we've got the board president, Sara Foust, with us. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. And so you brought some special guests with us with the South Dakota Game, Fish, and Parks. Yeah.
We're doing our summer Making Family Memories campaign where we're really encouraging families to get out and do things together. So we have our bingo card, which you can find on CodingtonConnects.com and our Facebook page. And one of the things on our bingo card is to attend a Game, Fish, and Parks event. And Game, Fish, and Parks is one of our partners with Codington Connects. So I'm excited here today to have Cassy and Josh here to talk about some of the events they have going on with Game, Fish, and Parks.
Awesome. So you guys have some cool titles. Cassy Behnke, right?
Right.
You're a naturalist.
Yep.
Okay. So tell me, what is a naturalist?
I kind of ignite that first spark. So I go out into the campgrounds, I find all the kids, I teach them about all the cool stuff that's going on in nature. So I kind of try to get that first spark and get people into the outdoors. And it happens at every age, whether they're little ones. The second Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m., I have a toddler program. It's called Toddler Trek, and it's just play. I have a toddler myself, so that was a big deal just to provide them that space where they can get outside and be little adventurers. So that's one of the ways we start that first spark. Otherwise, I take people fishing, hunting, camping. Just the goal is to get people outside and use those resources that Game, Fish, and Parks provides.
Yeah. Okay. So you're outside with toddlers and other moms.
Well, yep. Moms.
Dads
come too. Yep.
Okay.
We've got the whole show. Yep.
Okay. Have there been any minor scrapes?
Oh yeah. Everywhere these kids go, they're little top heavy still as toddlers. Yeah. So there's always scrapes.
Are the parents handling it okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, good.
I think as a toddler parent, you learn really fast. It's probably not that big of a deal.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and that's a good setting to test those boundaries.
Maybe it depends too if you're a first generation or a second generation parent, because if it's the second kid, you're like, oh, you all right? Okay. Yeah. But if it's the first one, you go, oh my gosh. And you stop the whole party and everything, call the ambulance.
Yeah, the second kid doesn't even cry.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff do you kind of just let them run around and experience a little bit?
I try to do things organized as much as possible with toddlers. So there's always an activity, a path on the hike that matches the activity. So last month it was rocks. So we went around and we looked at rocks, and then we collected some rocks and painted some rocks and read a book. Sometimes we sing songs. Toddlers are just a fun one. That's one of the, like I said, there's different ages we get, and that's one of them. That one takes place during the week. We have another series called State Park Social Club. Mm-hmm. That's one Saturday or Sunday a month, one day of the weekend a month. And the first one was Blooms and Boardwalks. So we brought in a local fresh cut florist, and they created these beautiful tulip bouquets. And then we went on a hike. That was at Hartford Beach. So the goal of this one is to partner with local businesses and get people all around different parks in the district. So the Blooms and Boardwalks was at Hartford Beach. June's was Lures and Lattes. We partnered with the Coffee Lab out of Lake Norden, and we created our own fishing lures. Mm-hmm. What's the next one? July is Paint and Paddle. That'll be at Lake Cochran on July 17th. Oh. And then the last one is Docks and Donuts in August. And we're partnering with Downtown Donuts. Okay. So you can come out and fish and eat a donut.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one kind of maybe ignites that spark somewhere later in the journey, where maybe it's a mom that's looking for that community or whatever it might be. So not necessarily kids, but certainly families come out and take part in these activities, and just gives them a place to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not necessarily female or male oriented. Both could sign up and come as a couple or alone or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. Game, Fish, and Parks really tries to encourage people to do things as a family. I can teach a kid to fish all day, but that kid is not going to go drive themselves to Walmart and buy themselves a fishing pole. We need the whole family to be a part of this. I can teach a kid to hunt all day, but at the end of the day, we need the parents to be a part of this as well. So we encourage everybody to come out and learn these skills together as a family and go from there.
Very good. Okay. So you also brought with Josh. You are I wrote this down, District Park Supervisor. Okay. Very good. So what, tell us what do you do as a supervisor?
Yeah, so I supervise 4 state parks, 6 lakeside use areas, and 60 public water access areas. So Pelican Lake, Sandy Shore, Lake Cochran, Hartford Beach, I oversee the blanket of those. So human resources, marketing, budgeting, project management, vision and goals. And then I get to work with great people like Cassy and help put on programs. I get to go mow. I get to work on large construction projects and might be in the office working on contracts. It's a wide variety of tasks that my job entails. State park staff, none of us are law enforcement. I know we get that question a lot, but we're just out there trying to provide the best recreational opportunities that we can for folks. And yeah, greatest job in the world. There's so many things that we do, but it's just fun. Yeah, we get to work outside. Good mix of, like my job, good mix of business. Mm-hmm. And then I get to hire and work with great people like Cassy, who I just want to shout out real quick. I mean, her programs are no joke. She's twice won the statewide Program Innovation Award for coming up with these great programs, great series, finding ways to connect people and families to the outdoors. She's one of the best in the state for that.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think I remember writing some sort of story a while back about that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you do, because that is a big deal. I think, we live in a rural community, but now in the modern society, that's easily forgettable, maybe because, you got computers and stuff. So I don't hunt or fish, but like, I get it. Like, it's cool. I don't have a problem with it. And like, I appreciate it. So, but maybe if you two were around when I was a youngster, in another dimension, maybe I would have been a fisherman or something,
Right.
So
we coincide. It still works out.
Yeah. So I'm saying okay, I like this, how this turns out. So how can people find out what's coming up, and do you recap them too and take pictures of things?
I do my best. I have found that I'm actually really bad at taking pictures while the events are going on. I just get so caught up in what's happening around me that is a fault. I should do better, but I do try to recap it the best I can.
Well, you're passionate. You're in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get people off their phones. So it's kind of hypocritical if I'm sitting there on my phone, but I do realize it is important. So I will try to do better. We have a few options of finding where these events are. First and foremost, the Game Fish and Parks events calendar is loaded. I think people don't know what they don't know. And I don't think people know how much stuff we do as a department. So if you go to our website, search for events, it's going to bring you to a really nice calendar. And I will be honest, you're going to look at it and you're going to say, whoa, that's overwhelming. Use the search tool. I myself use the search tool. If you are going to a certain park, or if you're in the Watertown area, you can just type Watertown and all the Watertown events are going to come up. Or you can put Watertown in anything within 30 miles and everything's going to come up. And it has on there all of our hunt safe classes, which are super important even if you don't hunt. It's hunt safe season, so I had to put that plug in there. Mm-hmm. All the parks events on every park in the state, from Custer State Park all the way up to Roy Lake, all across the state. So everything is on there. Utilize that tool. There's a nice little map feature that shows little pins. You can click on that pin and it'll pull up everything. It's cool. You need to create an account, which is a little cumbersome, but give us a call. We're experts at walking people through that now. So we're, I think, 4 years into the new system, or roughly thereabouts. We're getting it. Mm-hmm. The public, I don't get as many questions about it. I hear about it sometimes, but people are figuring it out and they're realizing that it is really cool that it's a one-stop shop. You can buy your hunting, fishing, make your camp reservations, check out the events, register for some of the events that require registration. It's a cool little feature that we have on our website. So I want to direct everybody to that. There's thousands upon thousands of events in that system. So go check it out. Anything else on the events calendar?
There's a lot on there. I mean, even all the fishing tournaments are on there. They might not be just open to the public, show up fishing tournaments. You have to register, and that might be a tool if you're say, hey, I want to go fish in a tournament. You can search and find it and find the contact info. Or you can say, oh, geez, there's a 100-boat fishing tournament on Big Stone Lake on Saturday. I think I'll find somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
So it can work both ways. Then you can find something else to do because they might have had a awesome historical program at Hartford Beach this last weekend you could have gone to instead.
Mhm.
So that was a really great segue. Every weekend in our district, we have programs every weekend, but every weekend consistently in our district. So Hartford Beach, Pelican Lake, Sandy Shore, Lake Cochran. There is a Saturday night, 7 p.m. program that's hosted by myself or one of the interns or other park staff. And it started out as like the interns are going to lead a hike, which was great. And then our interns really leaned into it this year and they're incredible. And they turned it into this really awesome program every single weekend. That's more than a hike. Hartford Beach does a very specific Hartford Beach history. There's two that they alternate through. Hartford Beach Heritage, and I can't remember the other one, something Sunset Steps or something. And she has, this is going to age us because I had never seen one of these in my life. That means that I'm a little younger than this. A carousel projector. Oh yeah, she found one of those. She's looking quite younger than me still, so she had no idea what it was. She brought it to me thinking I would know, but I had no clue.
With the slides.
Yeah, but the slides should tell such an incredible story. And she has that up playing every weekend, and it kind of taught us a lot, just getting this thing up and running. So that's a really great program that's been successful. That was at Hartford Beach. The rest of these parks have stuff going on too. They're all on the events calendar if you're curious. They're different every weekend. So go check those out. And then in addition to all the weekend programs, there's of course all the stuff that I do too, but I wanted to highlight those consistent 7 p.m. ones that are every weekend. We also have the Adventure 250 program happening this year. I'll let Josh kind of jump in there. He's got the cheat sheet.
I do. I want to talk about those the every weekend program real quick too. I mean, I can remember camping as a kid and getting to go on hikes with park rangers and programmers. And, you're a kid, you don't know what their title is. Hey, ranger, right? But that stuff, it was so fun to learn about the trees and the grasses and the different birds because I grew up hunting with dad and grandpa and fishing with dad and grandpa, but we didn't go nature hiking. We didn't go birding, and getting to do that when we'd go to state parks was very cool. And like, okay, we've got these park interns that work every weekend. Why not help get them some better education and pass that on? I mean, if we have a program, say if we only have programs 1 or 2 weekends in the summer, we're not having a chance to reach everyone that's out there camping. So by providing it every weekend, we've got that chance to consistently have a way to impact those kids. And whether they turn out to be a park manager in 25, 30 years, or they're just someone that once had such a good time that they want to take their kids camping someday when they have families. I mean, that's such a big thing. And those weekend programs aren't only for the campers. I mean, they're open for everybody, really. These are very inclusive programs. I mean, Cassie's had people come from Mitchell and Pierre before to come to Pelican Lake to go to these programs. They found them, heard about them, and came, had a great time. They tell their friends, they come back. It's great. But yeah, it's not just because you're not camping for the weekend doesn't mean you're not invited to these programs. So yeah, it's a great way to just go learn something new, get some fresh air, go for a hike.
Ignite that spark. One thing that sticks in my head, I'm jumping in here. One thing that sticks in my head, I heard it a long time ago and it's ingrained, is that a child that notices a bird notices everything. So that's kind of my parenting mantra there. I want these kids to notice everything because they're going to care. If they don't know what they don't care about, they won't care about what they don't know. So
a kid that notices a bird notices everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that. So
it's really cool when you can take from just noticing that bird to looking at that bird to seeing that bird. What kind of bird is that? Not just there goes a Tweety bird, but yeah.
Do you have some bird knowledge?
I think I said this in my interview for this job, and it comes back often. I know a little bit about a lot of things that makes me really fun at parties.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But I'm not the expert
You're
on
not
anything. But I know most of the experts.
Oh,
So
okay.
I know just enough to make it fun, but I'm not the expert. I don't claim to be the expert, but I can call in an expert and we can get the answer for just about anything.
You know some of the local birds?
I know some of the local birds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not a birdologist per
I
se.
am not an ornithologist.
That's what it is?
That's the word for a birdologist.
Ornithologist?
Ornithologist.
That
But I
makes
do have
zero
apps
sense.
on my phone
Mhm.
that
Okay.
make me look a lot smarter than I am.
Do you know why it's called that?
An ornithologist.
Yeah.
It's got to be something Latin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would be bird something,
Birdologist.
or beak something. Okay.
I want to jump in for a minute
Yes.
because I've taken my son has he dreams of being an ornithologist. He's going to be a teacher, but he dreams of being an ornithologist. Ornithologist. It's got me totally into it. So we were up in hiking in kind of northern South Dakota, Minnesota this weekend, and on the bird app, I'm at 35 birds.
Wow.
On the bird app.
That's
I was
a
very
big
excited.
milestone.
It was very exciting. So it is a real thing, and it's very fun to be able to go out and enjoy nature.
Yeah.
And do some of those things.
And I've learned so much from that app.
Yes.
For inquiring minds may want to know, the app is the Merlin Bird app,
Mhm.
and it's phenomenal.
It
You
is.
click the little microphone,
Mhm.
and it hears the bird, and it identifies it for you.
Oh.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Can you also just like look at a bird and take a picture
Mhm.
and then it check marks it so it knows that
Knows
oh,
the
you've seen that bird
Yeah,
now
yeah, it's very fun.
or saw that bird.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the proper grammar
that's all
is
right.
there.
We're not grammarologists.
Seen it.
We're more ornithologists than grammarologists.
Yeah. Now I can't even think of that word either. So I have to ask this. So with that slide projector, she used that ancient piece of technology to show off history.
Yeah, it's a piece of history itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have often wondered, like overhead projectors, my kids aren't really familiar with that, but like when the day would come where they would dust something off to show me like, something history. And it's like, well, that was around when I was young. And I think this has kind of come
That
full
was a
circle.
moment.
Yeah. When you said I'm going to age myself, usually that means older, but
It was reverse.
yeah, I was like, wait, I know what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so
So
Yes.
we got off on the bird discussion, but I
Yeah.
want to hear about the Adventure 250.
yes.
We can go back.
Yeah. So every year, the South Dakota State Parks comes up with a theme and some sort of a challenge statewide. A few years ago, it was Reel in Memories, a fishing-based one. The Trails Are Calling was a few years before that with Sasquatch out there that we had all over the place, getting people to go hiking on the trails. That was huge. But this year, with this being America's 250th birthday, we will try to go with some history and match that 250 theme with Adventure 250. Make your history in South Dakota State Parks. So we sponsored statewide with the Independent Insurance Agents of South Dakota, and they're sponsoring prizes. And this is like the biggest prize thing we've ever done. So every week in all 4 regions of the state, there's prize winners. So you can go to any state park that is taking part in this program, which you can find very easily. If you go to the GFP website, a splash page pops up right away. Adventure 250, you click here to learn more. You click on that, it'll bring you to another map that's got icons all over. And then each one of those icons tells you what you can do. So there's 2 parts to it. The first part is you can just go to Pelican Lake or Sandy Shore or Hartford Beach and take a picture with the sign and with the entrance sign and submit that. And you get put into the weekly drawing for this last week. It was a pair of Vortex binoculars. Like, this is nice stuff. They've had a Blackstone. We've got tents, fishing rods, coolers. There's kayaks in there. I mean, big stuff.
Jeez.
And then there's also you can try to earn 250 points by doing different challenges at these parks, and you get entered into like the end of the year big time prize. So like at Sandy Shore, it's known for its beach, right? Beautiful sandy beach on the shores of Lake Compesca. Bring a friend, bury him in the sand, take a picture, and you get 10 points added to your profile. You can go to Hartford Beach State Park and take a picture at a historical site and get points. You can go on one of their big time hikes and get points. You can take a picture because it's border water of yourself in Minnesota or in South Dakota with Minnesota in the background and get points. And you add these to your profile. Once you get 250 points, you get added to that year-end drawing, which is very cool. And that's statewide. I'm just going to advertise the close stuff because it's nice and easy to get to. But a very neat program. And yeah, sponsored, like I said, by the Independent Insurance Agents of South Dakota. And they've been great to work with through this process.
Mm-hmm.
We've already had a winner from Sandy Shore this year that won, when they win. Oh, fishing rod. Very nice. Fluger fishing rod.
Yep.
Can't argue with that.
She was at Lures and Lattes.
Oh,
While she was there, she did the activity and she won her fishing pole.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Just had to take a selfie kissing a fish.
I don't
took it-
even think she was kissing a fish.
Oh.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was sipping coffee and enjoying the beach.
Oh. and-
Easy peasy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just hashtag Sandy Shores.
Just uploaded it to this little QR code. So you can head to any park and they'll have a trifold brochure. And there's scan that little QR code. We have them at the Watertown office here. If you don't want to go to a park right away, if you want to check it out first.
We've got, it's on the website. We've got flyers out in our comfort stations. They're on bulletin boards, trying to get that information out as much as we can. The flyers and information, we've got them on our Facebook pages. All of our parks have Facebook pages in Pelican Lake, Sandy Shore, Lake Cochran, Hertford Beach, Lake Ponce, here, there, everywhere. And yeah, we're all statewide trying to do our best to promote this and get the info out so that folks can find it and take part in the activity.
Here's a fun little side piece of that. So every week for 17 weeks, you can win in the Northeast, Southeast, Central, and West region. So if you went on a big grand road trip, you did something here in the Northeast, and then you went to the Southeast, if you visited every one of the regions, you could get in for all 4 regions for a prize.
Yeah.
So go on a little road trip, see what you can do.
Yeah. You could get like a kayak and a pole and then catch your fish and then cook it on the Blackstone that you win.
You got an idea.
And maybe the grand prize is a pontoon or something. I don't know.
The grand prize is like a state parks. Is it modern lodging and some
I couldn't tell you for
For
sure.
life.
It's a mystery. You should,
like,
Check it out.
yeah, you should get all
We get nothing
250
for life.
points and find out.
Yeah.
That for some reason reminded me though, like if you're a veteran and you have like a special K license, like you get some park entrance for free, right? Or something
Yeah,
like
if
that?
you have your K card or 100% disabled veteran, you can submit into our office in Pierre to get a free disabled veteran lifetime pass, and that gets you into our state parks for free, and it also gives you half price camping.
Okay. That's why it reminded me. I thought it was lifetime, so I couldn't quite remember, but okay. Anything else that you can remember? You are a well of knowledge.
I can talk.
Once you're
a
triggered,
lot.
it just
That's
comes
what
right
you're
out.
saying kindly.
I like it.
Just go to all those Facebook pages, like and follow, hit up our events calendar. Everything is on there. The majority, like 99% of our events, there's a few that are paid events, but they always are going towards something. 99% of our events are free. You just don't have to, you just come on into the parks. A park entrance license is required, but I think.
And actually, I wanted to make a plug too. So the park entrance, it's $35 a year, right?
40.
40?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. The $40 for the annual parks pass. So very reasonable. Also, Watertown Regional Library, if you're from Watertown, you can go to Watertown Regional Library and get a free 2-day parks pass. And so we encourage people to go do that too. That was one of the things we wanted to make sure that any activity we have on that bingo card, that somebody could do it for free, for no cost.
Whoa. Okay.
Awesome.
And they do have like deals in the beginning of the season where you can get like buy one and get a little discount for
You
a couple?
can buy your double park entrance license right off the bat. It used to be that we had that little coupon at the bottom where you could turn it in. Right now, it is just you have to buy 2 at a time, and you buy one full price, get the second one half priced.
Yeah, that's all the time then?
All the
All
time.
the time.
Oh, okay.
And so, like she said, the annual park entrance license, $40. The one that you can buy right now today is good until middle of May 2027. So you've still got 10 or 11 months out of that. That gets you into every state park in South Dakota, hassle-free. Buy that sticker, put it on your windshield, and you're good to go. I mean, these are million and billion-dollar properties that you can go to. You can go to Custer State Park for 2 weeks, not have to pay a nickel more to get into that park. But our parks aren't just for camping, and we hear a lot of that, game fishing parks, right? They're not just camping, they're not just fishing, they're not just hunting. You can go birding, practice your ornithology. You can go for a trail hike, bring your dogs out for a walk, go to the beach, have a picnic, take your kids swimming. You can do some shore fishing. We have kayaks that you can rent for $15 for a couple hours to go kayaking if you want to try it out. You don't even have to go buy a brand new one. There are opportunities in our state parks to just go be, go do, go enjoy. The outdoors are endless for folks. So don't just feel like because it's a state park that it's camping only. It's anything and everything that you want to do legally and reasonably you can do out there.
And for the individuals that do enjoy it, glamping, I think there are modern cabins with air, and you have showers and long driveways to park the giant campers with all of the amenities too, if you're a glamper.
If you're
Some of those, the modern cabins are a new thing in our world. We really started when they took over the Roy Lake Resort. So they've got a number of the modern lodging opportunities there. Built a really nice modern cabin down or up at Pickerel Lake. 2 bedrooms, kitchen, full bathroom, etc. I know they've got a couple down at Newton Hills. They're talking about building a couple others around the state in the next few years. Then they do have some of the big group lodges too. I know like Mina Lake has a lodge. Lake Thompson has a lodge. If you're looking at large groups, some of those sleep up to like 26. So you can go big. You can go in the nice Sleeps 8 modern cabin up at Pickerel. Beautiful, by the way. Up on the shoreline on a little hill overlooking the lake. Cozy as can be. Neat opportunities.
Yeah, that sounds great. Phew. Do you write the descriptions in the magazines that come out or the tourist books?
I'm working on it.
Very
But
good.
on the flip side of that, I mean, there's so many different options to go camping, right? The modern cabin, Pickerel Lake, just described it, beautiful, $150 a night. Our parks, we have camping cabins. They're basically two bunk beds in there, heat, air conditioning, electricity. We got fire pits. You're right on the beaches. Those are $60 a night. All the way down to we have tent sites. You don't need a $150,000 camper pulled by your fancy truck. You can have a car and a tent and just come out and camp for a night or the weekend and make much more cheaper memories and affordable memories with your family. And you can still go hike and fish and do the exact same things that everyone else can do.
Yep. I knew a guy that balled up his hair and slept outside once of the tent. So
outside of the tent.
yeah. So, I mean, to each their own. He wanted to go look at the stars and then he was out.
We camped last night at Lake Cochran. Also, camping during the week is amazing. If anybody wants to dabble, that's the time because you can figure stuff out without a crowd. We camped last night. This is alluding to camping outside or sleeping outside. And I left the garbage can outside because there's not really a place for our garbage can in our camper, and it drives me nuts. Everything should have a home, and our garbage can doesn't. So I set it right outside the door, and something ripped through it. So I just pictured his hair getting
Turned into a nest.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but
Probably not a big giant black bear.
I don't know. But
Maybe a little
that's
raccoon.
the first thing I said this morning. I thought we were safe from our garbage getting torn to shreds. What was I thinking?
Yep.
Nature.
Yep. We are still out here in
We
nature.
are. Yep.
So, well, anything else you guys want to throw out for the South Dakota GFP?
Like Cassy said, you can find all our stuff on the gfp.sd.gov website if you go to the events calendar. All of our Facebook pages, we try to keep as much information on there as possible, whether that's programs coming up, last minute campsites that are open for the public. We keep updated when our comfort stations are opening in the spring and getting winterized in the fall. We post just cool pictures. Go to Hartford Beach's Facebook page right now, and you get to see some beautiful pictures of the shoreline and the overlook. And it's just cool. Kind of a nice little teaser of go see it for yourself. It's way better in person.
Yeah. Yeah. Go check out that ancient historic tour with the old slideshow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes,
So
you bet.
they have an old projector they probably pulled on screen or something like that.
Looked
Probably.
like they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was neat. I got to see some of the after pictures of that. And I knew some of the history from down there, but they had pictures of a giant resort that was built down in the beach area of Hartford Beach back in 1892.
Mm-hmm.
Like pictures of that and expeditions. They've had the burial mounds up there were excavated on an expedition in like the 1920s, and pictures of that, talking about the trapper cabins and settlers that were there. And
Yeah.
a very neat historic place.
That is cool. Okay. And you can find that online then if you want to go check it out. And
Yep, you
whatnot.
can
Okay.
find when those events are on. Everything's on our events calendar. Yeah.
Just search.
Search it up.
Sara Foust.
Steve.
Anything you want to add? Codington Connects related, some events coming up
No.
or survey still or?
Our surveys are all closed up. We have the results coming out. I want to thank Game Fish and Parks for coming. So we have so many great resources in our community, like literally natural resources. Get out and enjoy it. Take your kids, go for a hike. Pelican has a great little hike place and it's just on the edge of town. Go check them all out. Take the time, enjoy it with your family.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's scientifically, it's good for your body. They say in vitamin D from the sun and all that good stuff. So you like have to. It's
You
good
do.
for your body.
Yeah.
So and
Take
your
care.
mind.
Take care of yourself and get out in nature.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. You want to wrap it up? That's good.
Thank you for having us. This has been a great day. Thank you.
Okay. So next week we'll maybe have you or maybe Angie. I know that there
I think next week will be me
Okay.
again. It'll be because that will be July 1st, right?
Yeah. Oh
Wednesday,
yeah.
July 1st, and it'll be me. And I think I'll have a special guest again.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Mhm.
So do you guys work on the 4th of July?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll see us.
Okay. So do you still get little golf carts to cruise around in? Is that what they are? Or
I
like
don't know.
Impalas?
Cart.
Some of our staff does. I usually get to work at Sandy Shore for most of the day just because it's such a big draw. It's honestly, I mean, for how hard we have to work that day, and it's usually hot and humid and sticky and lots of people. And I love it. I mean, we work so hard 364 days a year to see hundreds and hundreds of people and vehicles come into the park and just having a great time. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when that place is packed and people are just having a good time, there's generally no commotion, no one's feathers are ruffled. It's just so fun to see. Like, wow, look at the fruits of what we do. It's just so cool.
Well, I think you got some passion with you two here. It's good that you're the supervisor and you're the naturalist then, because it's a good team. And obviously that comes through on everything we hear out throughout the community too. So appreciate everything that you guys do.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll get back to some music here on Northeast Radio SD.